Next day, everything was busy at the station. Ivo, Hugh, and the others heard about Andreas' spout with Duncan. I imagine that things were quite busy there. Rheneas and Skarloey thought this was interesting. Oh my, those two won't get along. Indeed, they will not. Andreas, meanwhile, was waiting to take this last of the trains for the day. He was waiting impatiently for the trains to board. But then he heard a vile complaint which made Andreas very upset.
See? Efficient, I say.
But then it happened again.
What now?
Andreas was furious by this point. He wanted to get out of the station so he could get back to the sheds.
Seriously, it's the littlest thing, and all of a sudden, a hard-worked effort
Andreas
wasted by a
simmered
tongue
in
lashing.
fury, waiting for the last of his passengers. But then he thought to himself, why would I do this? And Andreas made his way to Province Gate Station.
There, another hard day's work. That workman was all nonsense and self-centered the other day. Serves him right.
A little ways down the line, he met Sir Topham Hatt. He had a message for him.
What would that be, sir?
Andreas, 2 of my engines have broken down. Stanley and Smudger. Can you go and help them, please?
Of course, sir. I will try,
Andreas
sir.
was not willing to help, really, per se, but he knew that he had to help his friends. So, Andreas resumed his journey to find Stanley and Smudger, who were stranded further down the line.
I will see what I can do.
I hope I know what you're doing. Andreas made his way. He took his time, but he knew he wasn't going to be impatient at all. Friends were more important than anything else. Passed by. And then made his way through the countryside, where the cows and horses neighed and mooed in honor. Further down the line, Smudger was out of water, and his axle had cracked. The guard went back for help, while he set detonators to protect the train. Stanley, meanwhile, had a loose rivet in his cab, and the fact that his rivets had broken. The passengers resided in the nearby cabin for the now. Stanley's crew were worried. Now don't worry, Stanley. Everything will be just fine. You're right about that. Help will be on the way. Oh, I hope so. Hey, I really hope that Andreas doesn't roast us. This is embarrassing. The guard came back. The invisible guard, for that matter, returned for help. I hope we'll be on the way, he said. But then they heard Andreas' whistle, and then everyone cheered and clapped for Andreas. Andreas stopped a few inches behind Smudger's train. Andreas was then playing games with Smudger and Stanley, just for the heck of it.
Well, I could help, but guess you don't need it, Smudgeface. Probably
all right,
going to
okay,
go
all right.
back to the yards.
Oh, sorry. We're sorry for everything, Andreas. Please. I really need to get back to the sheds. This is embarrassing. Yes, I'm sorry too.
Ha ha. Okay. I will get these trains to Croven's Gate
Andreas wasn't so sure.
time.
He had little water left, so he knew he had to salvage as much as possible. Stanley's crew were kind enough to transfer some water into Andreas' tanks. Soon, the yellow tank engine buffered up to Smudger's train, pulled up. Then after much finicking, Smudger hopped up to Stanley and back to his train and was coupled up to them. All the engines made their way towards Province Gate. At the station, the other engines who had done their work heard about the story when they saw the platform for Peter's train to arrive.
Just made it.
Everyone felt relieved. Andreas felt triumphant. The other engines felt proud of Andreas. But then on the platform waiting for him was Sir Tomat and the others.
Oh dear, what will they say?
But Sir Tomat was smiling. Andreas, I'm very proud of you. You did a very good deed in helping some old friends that became your little sibling rivalries. Hopefully tonight you will bury the hatchet and start anew with them. Yes indeed. Don't worry about it at all. Andreas felt proud, but then to the other engines.
Thank you, sir. And I owe you all an apology. Seems my arrogance and anger got in my way.
Andreas felt ashamed. Don't worry, Andreas. You're forgiven. I mean, the past is the past. Bygones be bygones, said Peter Sam. Oh, I know too well, all right. Yes, indeed, said Jim. I'm proud of you, said Rusty. Indeed. Don't worry about it, and I'm sorry for our argument last night, said Duncan. And thanks for letting me help you, said Albert. Yes, I should apologize too. I'm not a Jigs engine no more. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm sorry too, Andreas. Doesn't matter what number we are, even though we have the same number. Yes. I'd really thought of considering renumbering everyone, but after tonight, I thought, let's just leave it be. I hope so indeed, said Mr. Percival.
Well, I am glad that got sorted out. Now, let's put all this behind us so we can all focus on our
The other
jobs
engines
at
had to
hand.
agree. That night, the engines celebrated into the night, thinking of all their memories of the past, present, and future, even after what happened throughout the days. Andreas was a much better engine from then on out. What the engines didn't know was that someone was watching throughout this entire time. But that, of course, my friends, is a story for another day.